Hello everyone! So welcome to a new series that I'm going to start. It's going to be called Duo Dungeon Rushers. So what is this series going to be? It's basically I'm going to take two characters that I've chosen and I'm going to be going through the dungeons in the game one by one. I'm going to be going through them in order probably, starting from obviously the Cardarim's crypt in Incarnate. So I'm only, I think, going to be going through 1 through 50, but depending how this series ends up, I might continue after that. So the two characters I have chosen are Eliotrope and Iop. Eliotropes and Iop. I've chosen those two because I think they make an excellent combo in that the Eliotrope can set up the Iop for success, like by doing like really big damage, that sort of thing. You guys will see. So this episode is just going to be the first 3 dungeons, and it's not going to be the same as the rest of the episodes, because the rest of the episodes are going to be 1 dungeon per episode, and I'm going to be commentating as I do it. This one I'm commentating after, so these are fights I've already done. I'm just talking like after I've already done them. So I'm really excited for this series. I hope you guys are too. So what are we doing right now? I'm just starting with the Peewees. If you'll notice, I skipped the tutorial in Incarnate because we don't have time for that. So first thing I do, I just went to Astrib and just started with those Peewees. Peewees are the best way to level, and you can get your beginner gear once you hit level 12. And that's enough to take me to Incarnate and start my journey through Cardarim's crypt. I have chosen my Iop to be full strength, and I've chosen my Eliotrope to be agility. I think I'm just most comfortable with those 2 elements. I'm not a professional Eliotrope, however, so you might see me fail here and there. I do have a little bit of experience, and I think I'm, I play rogue, so it's not like I play a brain dead class. So I think I'm capable of learning, let's say. So I really like this combo just because I like the way that it gets set up. Like, look, if you'll notice, I love setting up my other characters, that sort of thing. So here we are now at the boss. If you look here at the achievements, so the achievements I have to do are zombie and first. So zombie and first, that means that I can use only 1 MP per turn, and I have to use that 1 MP, so I can't choose to use 0. So 1 MP, I have to use it, and I have to kill the boss first. You'll notice that I do kill the Cardo Rib, like that thing first, but that's fine because it's a summon. And if you kill a summon, that doesn't ruin the achievement. So right now, what am I doing? I'm just boosting and I'm setting up, I'm waiting for Cardo Rib to come closer. Right now I can't really do anything just because he's too far away. But what I did was hit the other guys without killing them to lower the HP, and then I let the Cardo Rib come through my portals, and I killed him with my Iop, and then I finished off the rest with the Eliotrope, and now I finished the fight. So that was it for the Cardo Rib's crypt. Fairly easy dungeon. I made sure to talk to him afterwards, and you can see I got all of the achievements. The achievements altogether put me at level, what, 17? Yeah, 17. And that also helped me unlock the achievement of Peewees, which I think you have to be level 15. So then that now put me at level 18. So that's completed, and now we're moving on to the second dungeon, which is going to be the field dungeon, of course. So the field dungeon did give me a little bit of trouble. It did take a few tries at the end, just because I was trying to figure out my technique. But you guys will see, like once when you see the technique, it's actually pretty cool. Like the way that I set up my characters and that sort of thing, it's really interesting. So the rooms themselves weren't that difficult. I did lose some HP and I lost some time having to sit at the end of every fight, I think. But it's not that big of a deal. Like it's fine. So then, anyways, now that I leveled a little bit, I upgraded my gear. So right now I'm in Peewee sets, but Peewee sets exclude a second ring, and they also don't have a weapon or a shield or a pet, of course, but those are less relevant. What they don't have is a second ring, and they also don't have a weapon. So I bought a country ring for my Eliotrope, which gives 20 agility, 20 vitality, and some daggers that gave the same thing. And then for my Iop, I got some ring that gave some strength and lock, and I got I think it's called the Deflower staff. What that does is it gives me like strength and stuff. So okay, so now we're at the boss fight. You'll notice I'm setting myself up. So I set my portals up perfectly so that the guy comes right in front of them, and then my 2 characters hit, if you guys didn't miss that. So we're just going through this, and now the achievements here were first and tight. So my characters have to stay next to each other the whole fight, and I have to kill the boss first, which I did. This fight ends up being really, really close. My Iop's pretty low health, and basically what saved him right now is the shields. from that spell that he just did, like the outpouring, the one that attracted him. He was that close. He was like 10 HP close to to losing. So anyways, we finished that. We got full achievements, and we're about to move on to the next dungeon. But first, I'm gonna go to the Astrub Inn and accept my like end of quest, because the way that I did this fight was part of a quest which you can start right outside of the field dungeon entrance. With this guy, Meta Munchkin, he'll be waiting outside there, and it gives you good XP, and it starts you off like on a good quest lane, let's say. So he gives you like the dungeons in order, right? So the first one's field dungeon. The next one, I think he gives gobble dungeon, which we don't do. We go and do sand dungeon just because that's the order, because sand dungeon's level 30 and gobble dungeon's level 30, and I'm not comfortable gear wise to do gobble dungeon yet. So I just went and did sand dungeon. Sand dungeon, what are the achievements? You have hermit, which means not ending next to each other, which is the complete opposite of what we had just done in field dungeon, and versatile, so I can't use the same spell twice, which is very annoying, especially at low level, because you basically bank off your one spell usually. So usually I spam like insult ×2 on my IOP, on my Elio, and usually I use like divine sword ×2 to boost myself at the start, but I'm not able to do that obviously just because I can't use them both at the same time. So we leave the my technique that I decided to go with is to leave the SpongeBob till the end, just because I feel like if I get rid of the others, I can like sort of focus him better. Also, it's something you'll notice is I can hit with 2 AP, and that's because my daggers that I've chosen have 2 AP, so they actually end up being useful because they hit in agility too. So I can use them, because right now I only have 1 agility spell, so I can also use my weapon to hit since I am agility. So we've gotten the mobs down. We're just left with the SpongeBob SquarePants over here. I'm gonna boost again, and I think I struggled a little bit to kill him in the end, but it sort of works out with the portals. It's not too difficult because I can easily avoid him and jump from side to side. I think I end up killing him by setting up my IOP. Yeah, I think that's what I'm about to do. I set up my IOP, which is what I really love to do. I just love setting up the next character like that. So you see, boom, pressure, concentration, and we got all of the achievements, of course. We're also, it's important to notice, I also have the Dynamo on. So I'm also getting the Idle achievement. So here are just some sales. I put those resources up, and we had those sales from overnight. And now I have some commas. I upgraded my gear. You'll see here I'm now with the Toady, and my IOP is in full gobble set. So now my characters are ready to do what is going to be the next episode, which is the Gobble Dungeon. I'm going to be commentating it live, however, so I hope you guys are excited for that, and I'll see you next time at the Gobble Dungeon. Peace!